Hey everyone, it's Chris Michelotti here, but you can call me the Foolish Panda. This is my introduction video so that we can kind of get to know each other a little bit better because I'm excited to start making videos for you guys. I thought that maybe we can get a couple get to know you questions out of the way, maybe another question that my wife suggested with more explanation, and I also figured that maybe we could play a round of Super Fight. Now obviously we can't play it together, so I'm just going to play the round myself and figure out who will win and try to give you the best reasons why I feel that individual would win. All right, so on to the base questions, the lightning round, if you will. Favorite color game piece would have to be red, unless I'm playing Clue, and then I gotta go with purple because Professor Plum is one of my favorite characters. Favorite tabletop game is going to be Ticket to Ride. I know that it's not the game for everyone, and I know it's not a super heavy game, but the countless hours that I put into that game with my family and my friends, it's just a game that I feel can bring everybody to the table. My favorite party game happens to be Unstable Unicorns. I actually talked a little bit about that on my website not too long ago. It was one of my first Kickstarter projects that I got to back, and I was super excited to get it in the mail, and I've definitely brought it out at a couple game nights already, and I'm looking forward to bringing out more. My favorite video game of all time is a really tough question. I could go the Halo route because Halo was one of the games that really brought me into the gaming world as far as video games were concerned and really excited me about it. But I'm going to have to go with the first time I played BioShock. That story was magnificently written, and it still sits with me, just the ending. I don't want to give any spoilers, but it's really good. If you haven't played it yet, I highly suggest you do. Then my favorite video game character would happen to be Cubone from Pokemon. I don't know how you can make an animal with a skull on its head cute, but Pokemon discovered the way to do it. And then my favorite tabletop game character, as I mentioned earlier, definitely has to go with Professor Plum. While there have been many renditions of the Plum over time with the game of Clue, I just always enjoyed him. I always felt like he would be the type of character I would play in a game myself. So the wife suggested that I would do a question that requires a little bit more explanation instead of just the typical lightning round questions. And she suggested that I answer a question of if I could be a type of flavor of ice cream, what ice cream flavor would I be? So I thought about it a little bit, and I would have to say I would be Moose Tracks. Now, the reason why I would say Moose Tracks is because it's different in every bite. And I like to feel like every time you get to know me and every video that you'll watch is going to be a little bit different, although there will be a connecting, a connecting idea, of course. But I feel like Moose Tracks is just one of those where sometimes you get a little bit of vanilla, it might be a little boring. Other times you get, swirl caramel and peanuts and chocolate. I mean, it just kind of goes all around. If you can't eat ice cream, then, hopefully you can have like froyo, maybe. And I'm sure you can make like a Moose Tracks-esque kind of froyo. If you just can't eat dairy, then I am sorry. That's probably really hard. I don't know if I could do it. So, hats off to you for making it through. Getting rid of ice cream would be hard on me. Really hard. But now I'm going to play a game of Super Fight. Now, again, if you guys don't know Super Fight, it's from Skybound Games. It's a lot of fun. It's also a really good party game to bring out. It pits different individuals, different people, or different types of characters against one another, and the people at the table kind of decide who would win. Now, what really adds to it is in every fight, you choose a black card to kind of add to your character that you're pitting up against the other person's character. And then you draw one randomly from the box. Adds a little bit of chaos to every fight. Then, once you have those 2 black cards, you have to be able to defend why your character would beat the other person in a fight. And then everybody votes on it. So, in this situation, I went ahead, I picked out 2 white cards myself, 2 different characters. I envisioned a post-apocalyptic Seattle, if you will, a futuristic Seattle, post-apocalypse, and I decided to go with a hipster versus a zombie. Now, I did not see any of the black cards that went with this. So full disclosure, these are going to be completely surprise cards, and you'll get to kind of see a little bit of how, I guess, my mind works. So, zombie versus hipster, hipster versus zombie, here we go. The zombie is going to be able to shoot lightning, and is being guarded by the Secret Service. So this is a fantastic zombie that has the ability to shoot lightning and is being guarded by the Secret Service. I can only assume that the Secret Service is also, they're also zombies, unless we're talking about a zombie that has some semblance of dedication to other things, maybe President Zombie, which is why it has Secret Service. Okay, so we got a President Zombie versus a hipster who is armed with a poison-tipped lance and has telekinesis. All right, well, President Zombie versus hipster with telekinesis and a poison-tipped lance. This one's going to be a tough one. The zombie being able to shoot lightning with, itself is pretty powerful. The hipster having to deal with the Secret Service is also going to be a pretty rough thing to deal with, I would assume. I'm not exactly sure how many Secret Service members are going to be on President Zombie, but I'm going to assume that the Secret Service has done recon, as they should have. You learned it from the West Wing. They've done recon on the area. They've created barred-off locations. So the hipster's going to have to be pretty far out there. It's almost like a magic bullet. And if a magic bullet has done this in the past, I would assume a poison-tipped lance being driven by someone with telekinesis, and he could be further out of that, the hipster could be further out of the area that the President Zombie is in, controlling the poison-tipped lance. I would assume that if he can get, if the hipster can get the poison-tipped lance from a far enough distance straight into the zombie's brain, you got to win right there. I would think that the zombie being able to utilize lightning or shooting lightning needs to have some kind of awareness of who they're trying to target, and that would require a little bit more brain functionality than I would think a zombie would have. So I'm going to have to give this one to the hipster. I'm going to have to say the hipster with telekinesis and the poison-tipped lance would be the winner on that one. So yeah, anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to this video. You know what to do. If you liked it, again, I'm really excited about bringing out more videos to you and to the board gaming community. Look out for some first impression videos, unboxings, some playthroughs, and Kickstarter previews, some game reviews that I'm going to be working on as well. And then I've also been talking with some designers, not only just for games to get on for Kickstarter previews for them, but also looking at talking with some designers about doing some interviews with them. So I'm hoping to bring out a lot of different types of videos and a lot of different types of content to help you as you are exploring this hobby of board gaming, because this is a large hobby right now, and I'm really excited about the growth that's been happening in it. And I just, again, yeah, thank you for watching and welcome to the hobby. Hope you have a great day. Bye. Stay foolish.